Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Welcome to 2021. 2020 was quite a big year for me. So first of all, before we go any further, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that I worked with in 2020 and to all of the subscribers that I have. I set myself a target to see if I could get to the end of 2020 and see if I could get to 2,000 subscribers. I woke up Christmas morning to the best Christmas present ever. It's 2,000 subscribers. It's now the 2nd of January and I have 2,080 subscribers. So thank you to each and every single new Moorlander out there and to all of the future Moorlanders that will subscribe and join me on this amazing journey. Now, what I thought I'd do this year to start the year off, rather suitingly, as it is January. January is named after the Roman god Janus, who was the god of doors and retrospect, looking forward. He had two faces, two heads, two sides to his head. I thought it would be very fitting to look at the Attenuo Wallet version 2. This is a wallet that was sent to me from Attenuo. Hopefully you'll know from the last video that I made, Attenuo made the key carry, which was just perfect for the way that I use my keys. They also asked if I'd like to have a look at their wallet, and I jumped at the chance. You know, they're a UK company making products here in the UK, which, you know, I'm very proud to promote. And they had this new kind of ingenious design, and there is a fact that whichever way you look at this, it has two sides to it. So what I'll do is I'll turn the camera around so we can have a little bit more of a detailed look at this. While I'm doing that, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, please feel free to like it. If you're returners, then, you know, hit that subscribe button and notification button. Let's turn this around and have a better look. So here we have the Attenuo wallet. This is a version 2 wallet. If you go onto the Attenuo website, you can see that there's two versions. The first version is slightly more slimmed down in the fact that you'll be able to see that there's a lot more cutouts. Of the two, luckily, this was the one that was sent to me, but this is actually the one that I probably prefer of the two. I think if you look at them as far as succession, as how they've evolved from version 1 to version 2, you can certainly see how, in my eyes, it's been improved on to get to version 2. But even then, you know, there are some people that will still prefer the slimmer version of the actual version 1. So just some specifications and some measurements as far as this is concerned. It's made from a single body. What you've actually got here is, if you can see on the sides here, so this one piece that goes all the way around, this is a single piece of milled aluminium. It uses T66061 anodized aluminium to create this, and then on the front there is a fascia which is exactly the same as a fascia on the other side, which then is used to keep the cards in there. The only other components that are on here is you'll see that there are 4 TORX head screws. And these are stainless steel TORX head screws. It's nice and anodized. This is a black anodize. It does mean that it keeps it nice and really nice looking. It does make it quite scratch resistant, but if you do have this in your pocket with some other keys, you will find that they may mark this, but you get that with, I mean, here we've got a couple of examples of some wallets that I'll compare it to, but you'll find that it'll have exactly the same sort of properties as those. As far as measurements are concerned, it measures 91.6 millimeters by 62.98 millimeters and comes in at just a fraction over a centimetre at 10.8 millimeters. The wallet itself, as I've already mentioned, you know, this is a wallet of two faces as such. You know, no matter how I turn it around, you always get the same face on there. You have a corner cutout here, which is exactly the same on this side. You have a corner cutout, and then you have this cutout here that you can then thumb through your cards. Now, having spoke to Attenuo on this, one of the I won't say it's a downside, but one of the impracticalities that I come across with wallets like this, and again, it just comes down to how you use them. Is you have to push it up from this side, and then you take your cards out. So it's definitely a two-hand procedure. Whereas with the Attenuo Wallet version 2, it's so easy to be able to get to your cards. Being able to put those cards back in there with this cutout, again, makes it very simple. So you can carry up to 4 cards on one side and 4 cards on the other. If it is that you have cards that are embossed, you might find that that 4th card is a little bit difficult to get in. That's mainly just down to the main thickness. What I have in my wallet, actually at this time, I only seem to be carrying 6 cards. So being able to put 3 in one side and then 3 in the other is no difficulty whatsoever. In fact, it's that simple that you can put the 3 in at the same time. It really is easy. There is, on the inside, I'm not too sure how it works because I haven't took this apart, but there is on the inside here a little mechanism that has a very nice tactile click to it. I'll move this up to the microphone so that you can hear it. Hopefully you heard that there. But as they slide in, there's a nice little click. So whether you have 1 in each side, let's take 2 out so you can see that there are 2 in each side. With a lot of shaking, it really does pass the shake test. Nothing is. I'm only keeping my finger over there to stop them from flying out if they did. But with a lot of vigorous shaking, even though in a real world environment you'd never have cards in your pocket and have to shake them that much, they definitely don't come out. And it really is, I mean, as far as ergonomics, it's strange in this kind of thing that I'd be talking about ergonomics with a wallet, but to be able to thumb through the cards is very, very, very easy. And I'm not taking away from, especially these styles. So here we have the N wallet from Elephant Wallets, mind and blank then, and then we have the ARMOUR wallet from ARMOUR Carry Company, and absolutely nothing wrong with these wallets, and they are great. I've reviewed these, I'll leave some links, but with these, put your cards in, and then you have to get them out like that to do that. It's definitely a two-hand procedure. Recently reviewed the Zap wallet from Slim Puro. This is very similar, in fact. You can thumb these out and it's very easy to get to those. The difference with this one is it does have RFID blocking qualities, but any cards that are in there, you need to have an RFID card on the front. Whereas with the version 2 from Attenuo, everything in here is RFID blocked. If you do have one that has a chip on it, when it slides in, if that chip's there, then just turn the chip round so that it's at the top, and because of the properties that aluminium has, then it will stop anybody from being able to get to those sort of signals. Now I brought a lot of these in already. You can also put notes in there. Notes fit in perfectly. There's 4 in there as it is, and then you can still get a note in there. You can probably get a couple of notes in. As I mentioned, I've been carrying it with just 3 in, and notes go in very, very, very easily. So some comparison size-wise, if you were to take the N wallet and the ARMOUR wallet, you'll see that they are just ever so slightly smaller, and that is because this almost like the gap around the outside is where the structural integrity of this is that stops it from being able to twist. So the cards, or at least this wallet, sits in exactly where the cards would be. So you're getting an extra, say, 2 or 3 millimeters on the outside of these, and then when you have the Zap wallet, let's put that one there, you'll see that the Zap wallet is roughly the same size, mainly because, you know, it has the same on the outside here where the integrity is that stops it from being able to twist. One of the main difference with this is it comes down to the width. So putting it against the Zap wallet, you'll see that it's quite a bit slimmer. Where the card carrying component is, it's roughly the same, but then you have the this part on here where you can put notes into the back. So this one is a little bit thicker. These two other wallets that you can see here, so the N wallet is roughly the width of one of these compartments, or either the front or the back. The ARMOUR wallet, again, is roughly the same, perhaps maybe just a little bit wider than 1/2 of this. But the beauty of this is that it's never going to be any thicker than it is now. So I take out all 4 of these cards. And now with 8 cards in there, you can see, well actually you probably can't see from that angle, but the ARMOUR wallet is actually now, say, 2, maybe 3 millimeters thicker. The N wallet is roughly the same as well. Now I won't do that mainly down to the fact that it just took me a while to get those in there. They're not a struggle to get in, especially when you're never really going to be taking all of your cards out. But if you did have to take all of your cards out of this wallet, I mean, you can see just how easy they slip in there. A lot of that comes down to this corner, and I was talking to Attenuo on this, and that's the reason why they have this corner section cut out, because with just slipping it in there, you've been able to get all 4 cards in, and it's just very, very, very easy to do. This has actually been a real nice surprise for me. That's not to say that when Attenuo asked if I'd like to try one of these out, I was like, I don't think this is going to work. It vanishes in your pocket. It really does. The corners are slightly chamfered, but again, I can't see why that would affect that. But there's definitely some sort of witchcraft going on here. You put this in your pocket, it really does just disappear. Being able to get your cards is super simple. As far as ergonomics and the way that it's used and the way that you get cards in and out, I think Attenuo really have hit the nail on the head with just how easy it is for a wallet like this to be able to function. I think they've done a very, very, very good job on this. Now I often get to this point and I ask myself, is there anything that I'd change about this wallet? Do you know what? The honest answer is no, there really isn't. And I think that is because there's just nothing that I could take from this that would make it better than it is now. The thumb hole is perfect. The retention clip inside, however that works, is perfect. I don't think there would be any way at all that you could mill this so that it would be any thinner. Maybe Attenuo maybe could do a 6 card version to slim it down just an extra bit. But again, I just think what I'm doing here is I'm nitpicking on what is potentially, for this style wallet, if you're after something that is that kind of, you know, the square card type wallet, it really is perfect. And yeah, you know, I doff my cap to Attenuo on this. That is a cracking wallet. It really is. Now 2020 really is the year of the wallet, or at least was the year of the wallet last year. There was a lot of stuff that went on, obviously. It's a bit of a choppy year, we could say. But as far as wallets are concerned, it's a very, very, very competitive market out there. All you have to do is look at somewhere like Kickstarter, and the wallet category is one of the biggest and strongest ones on there. Attenuo have done something really special with this. I really do think that they have. If you're into card holder minimalist style wallets, you want something that is more of like a hard body one like this, fits perfectly in your front pocket. This also fits really well in my back pocket. I've carried this for the last 6, maybe 7 weeks in my back pocket, not had any issues whatsoever. A lot of that purely just comes down to the size of it. It limits you to 8 cards, which for me is no issue. I mean, you've seen in the past that that's the amount of cards that roughly I carry or less. Yeah, I think it's great. I don't know what to say. Sometimes you get something, it clicks, it works, and you think, yeah, it's brilliant. This is one of those items, you know, it does the job perfectly and just looks amazing as well. It's a very cool wallet. On the few times that I've been out over Christmas and New Year's and I've got this out, I genuinely have had people go, that's really cool, what's that? And that's, well, that's cool in itself, isn't it? So there you go. Massive shout out to Attenuo. Thank you for the key carry. There's a link at the end of this to the key carry, and also for sending this out to me. It's great to be able to champion British products and European products as a whole. We are making some amazing stuff here, and yeah, I definitely relish the opportunity to be able to do that. So thank you. All of the links in the description below. If you want to check Attenuo out more, then all of the links will be in there. I'll add their social media links in there as well, so you can see all of the products that they make. There'll be some of my links in there as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Moorlander_EDC. I'm on Facebook as well, but I generally tend to be on Instagram a little bit more. Here's to the first video, and here's to a cracking 2021. Hopefully this will be another amazing adventure like we had last year. Hopefully I'll be able to broaden my horizons with the amount of content and stuff that I'll be able to make. Maybe hopefully throw in a few collabs with some other YouTubers as well. That'll be awesome. And hey, but for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.